Welcome to 2023. Hope everybody had a good new year. We're going to start today by talking about the new heroes of many young men. I'm talking about people like, of course, Jordan Peterson, but more recently, Andrew Tate, this guy who goes by the name Liver King, and some of the other folks in this universe. You know, many of you emailed me about Andrew Tate being arrested in Europe. I don't really have anything to say about his arrest. It's a law enforcement matter. I don't know if Greta Thunberg's tweet was part of what ultimately got him arrested because of a pizza box indicating where he was. I don't know about any. I don't have any commentary about any of that. But I do think it's time that I talk a little bit more about the Andrew Tates, plural, right? These figures like Andrew Tate, and some of the right-wing political commentators are in that group in a particular way. Certainly Jordan Peterson. You know, I'm including Liver King in this and some of the TikTok workout and supplement type influencers, because what they really are scamming people, mostly young men, and it is very sad to see. And maybe we can talk about it a little bit and maybe break somebody out of it, or at least get somebody to reconsider what they've fallen for. So let's explain what's going on. These folks, Andrew Tate, Peterson, Liver King, etc., they're just a few examples of people who have become popular. To make it really simple, to simplify why they've become popular, they appeal to young men who feel victimized, sometimes underrepresented in mainstream culture and society, disadvantaged, certainly dissatisfied with either their level of success, their amount of muscle, their physique when it comes to like the Liver Kings, their job success, their success with women. Do some older men follow these guys? Yeah. Do some women follow these guys? Sure. But if you go to a Jordan Peterson event, or you see who follows Andrew Tate or Liver King, it's mostly men, and they're mostly relatively young. Now, there's nothing wrong with that in principle. That's not the point I'm making. There's all sorts of different people whose followers are concentrated among some demographics and not others. That's not the problem. That's the context. These types, like the Tates and the Petersons, etc., they offer a message that is of freedom, of liberty, of men taking control of their lives and fighting back against a culture or society that is putting them down. Everything about culture and society is helping others. It's either helping women or it's helping people who are already wealthy or whatever, right? But the thing about it is that when you look more closely at the message, you find that the disappointments they address, the grievances they speak to, these are standard ones in the prototypical self-help discourse. Just completely standard, nothing unique about it. And specifically, many of them are actually tailored to young men. I've said before, Jordan Peterson's advice is almost completely universal. It's been done 1,000 times, and that's okay. What Jordan Peterson does is he packages it in a particular way. The personality of Peterson, the demeanor, the stuff surrounding it is somewhat different and unique to a degree. And so they take those obstacles or those problems, they combine it with their own delusions of grandeur and sense of how powerful they themselves are, and also the victimhood framing. We're victims, so are you. I'll teach you to overcome this victimization that you're suffering from. Now, they're all a slightly different brand or category. With Jordan Peterson, it's more cultural and societal. I'm going to help you overcome the social and societal and cultural issues that are holding you down. With Andrew Tate, it's more overtly about how to get women and make money in business. And then with Liver King, it's how to get muscular and live this ancestral primal lifestyle, which is completely absurd, by the way, but not the subject of this particular video. So it's versions of the exact same thing. The really funny thing, or maybe it's the sad thing, or maybe it's the ironic thing, is the revolutionary self-framing that these guys do. When you listen closely, it almost sounds like Marxist rhetoric, except it's the epitome of grifter capitalism. And I'll explain exactly what I mean by that. When you listen to Peterson or Tate or Liver King and these others, they sort of talk like they are the Marxist leaders who are going to fire everybody up. They're going to red pill you, and you're finally going to overthrow your oppressors, the capitalists. Like that, but that's in Marxism. Except they are actually the capitalists. They've simply adapted a rhetoric, and it's actually working really, really well. Liver King, it's totally overt. The capitalist grift is overt. He's selling supplements. It's unclear Liver King even takes his supplements. He previously claimed to eat insane amounts of raw animal organs every day. Some emails that leaked exposed that Liver King doesn't really eat much of those organs at all. It's all a capitalist grift to sell supplements. Okay. With Jordan Peterson, he sells books and does personal appearances, speaking gigs at which he gets paid. And the language is more about take control of your life. Take control of it. Don't let the leftists oppress you. Don't let those who want to compel speech oppress you. Don't let big tech oppress you, or whatever the case may be. And with Andrew Tate, it's he's got his courses, his subscription program where he'll teach you to meet women and make money and this sort of thing. They are packaging almost Marxist revolutionary sounding rhetoric with this, I will give you the red pill. I can show you the reality of reality in this super capitalist grifter situation. Now, this phenomenon is not limited to these three guys by any means. A lot of the self-proclaimed gurus who offer quick fixes, easy solutions to complex problems, it's the same type of thing. They are preying on people who are sometimes desperate, often vulnerable, and they promise them whatever they need to promise them. They don't really deliver much other than a false and sometimes temporary sense of empowerment. And yet they continue to do really well in our society and culture. People are drawn to them and drawn to the allure of the easy fix. Now, some of them have become more sophisticated. So they tell you, I'm not going to give you an easy fix. They've incorporated, there's an iterative process with this stuff where first it's overtly an easy fix. And then you have the second level charlatans who go, listen, I'm not here to offer you an easy fix. It's not a one-stop shop, but it's still this sort of very prescribed methodology that is still the idea of the easy fix, which they tell you will be difficult, but it's still, here's the solution. Here's the solution. And at the end of the day, what you have is those who come to you and say, step outside of the bubble. I will tell you the real nature of reality and tell you how to take control of it. They are actually the ones suffering from you staying in a in a similar bubble to the one they claim to be getting you out of. That's really the scam and the grift. And you can apply it to all of these guys and more. To some degree, like Deepak Chopra, although he's not as popular now, it's a slightly different version of it. Same type of thing. That's what's going on with these guys. I would love to prevent people from falling for it in the first place. And if they do, it would be great to get them out. But that's fundamentally what it is that these folks are selling. And remember, they are selling you something. You might remember that a few years ago, the show got hacked and many thousands of dollars were stolen. We never got it back. It's a terrible feeling. It can happen to anyone. But a couple of years ago, we got Aura, which really gives us significantly more peace of mind. And our sponsor, Aura, is the app that protects you from scammers by alerting you anytime your info like email, passwords, social security number are found in data breaches. Aura also automatically requests removal of your info from search engines, and it can reduce spam calls. Aura alerts you quickly about suspicious credit inquiries, like if someone tries to take a loan out in your name. And Aura's password manager makes it easy to keep your accounts secure to begin with. Aura also has parental controls for your kids' devices. You can restrict apps or manage screen time, set focus time, make sure they're doing homework instead of binging on YouTube. You can try Aura free for 14 days at aura.com/Pacman. Use the free trial to see if your email, password are already out there. You may be surprised. The link is down below.